Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside the Spartans. My name is Chuck Guglielmo, and we are here recording today's show at the New Leaf Event Center on Friday, November the 14th. And we want to welcome those of you who are watching on the Great Wave app, Channel 6 Spectrum, Channel 1024, and for those of you who are also watching online. And with me is 2018 CHS Grad Nathan Lauer, who played football for 4 years at the high school. And now, his first year, just completed 10 games coaching varsity football on Friday nights as an assistant to Rocco Dobrin. So, Nathan, thanks for coming on the show.
No problem.
And let me start first with this question. First of all, it's a two-part question. What was it like playing for Rocco Dobrin? And then what was it like coaching for Rocco Dobrin?
It's definitely playing for him. I still kind of feel the same like a kid. Like back then, I still feel so young in so many ways. Because he knows like everything about the whole team, how it should be run. Coming in the first couple weeks, I had no idea what I was doing as a coach. So I still felt like I was a player then, kind of like relearning everything and relearning the offense, defense, what plays,
Was it identical to when you played, or did you change some things up?
There's a little changes on defense. Offense is still kind of basically the same. That's why I found it kind of easy to mesh with the offensive line and easier to coach them because it's pretty basic to me at least. I knew basically all the plays for offensive line almost. So in defense, I was a little bit lost because I just kind of find I don't really mesh well with the defensive side. I still got a lot to learn about that.
Mm-hmm. How did you know about this opening? Did you request, or did Rocco try to get a hold of you, or how did that all work?
So Coach Rock, he actually messaged me the year prior to this last year about coaching, but I was just not really in a good headspace. I was way overweight. I was 330 pounds. I was still trying to figure out.
330? No.
Yep,
really?
I was bad, but I got my kind of life back under control. Started doing the right things.
Yes, you look great.
Yep, it's good to be skinnier and feel good. But yeah, that's why I didn't end up taking it the year before. And then this year, I have like a totally different mindset about, taking on new experiences, because this is for sure a new experience for me. I've never done anything like this before, but that's kind of what life's about, taking on new things and trying to do stuff you're not good at really yet.
What part of the football team does he have you concentrate on?
It was mainly the offensive line, and I would help out with the linebackers, but with me not being so well with the defense, I didn't really feel like I could do that well. And even with the offense, I wasn't even, as I look back at it now, I wasn't even that good offensively coaching the offensive line. But going into next year, I feel so much more confident. I have a lot of things that I want to do.
Just having 1 year under your belt.
Yeah, I feel so much better now that I have so many, because I didn't know anything to do with drills or what the best kind of stuff to do with them was. Now I kind of have an idea of what I want to do for the future.
Mm-hmm. Kiefer Mandigello, another Conneaut grad, I believe 2022, also coaches, and he was going to be here tonight, but work commitments has kept him away, so we'll reschedule him. What was he in charge of, Nathan? What did he focus on?
He was pretty busy, but when he did come in, he would help out with wide receivers, quarterback, defensive back, stuff like that. Kind of like jack of all trades on the offense. Mm-hmm. He didn't really work with the offensive line, though, but mainly the skilled.
You two weren't the only new ones. Kyle Butcher was also new, and what was his role as on the team coaching?
He was mainly linebackers and kind of the defensive side, so JV games or freshman games, he would call the defense and do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I believe that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Eric Hodges was there. He was there before, then took a couple years off, and he has
Yeah.
returned. And his role?
He would do some running back stuff, help out on offensive line sometimes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty busy with the fireman stuff too, and EMT. And
And who am I missing, Nathan? On the coaching staff.
Coach Pape, Coach.
Oh,
Rock.
Nate Pape, right?
Oh yeah, Nate.
You
Yeah,
played with him in football.
it's good. It was good to see him back. He really only could come during and help out during Friday night games with up in the box, that's a pretty big help when we can, see stuff from up there and take advantage of certain looks and stuff. So
He
it's
also
good to have
works
him.
with Conneaut Spartans baseball as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anybody else that?
Believe that's it.
Are you able, with your work schedule now, are you able to go to all the practices, or are you mainly a Friday night guy?
When I first joined, I kind of didn't, take into account how busy I would be, and it definitely took a toll on my mental and physical life. But now that I know what I'm gonna get into this year, I'm all ready to be flexible with my dad, and I'm only part-time at my other job, so I think this year the only changes I'm going to be only during the actual football seasons, like week 1 through 10. I was going to take a break from NEOS to, have a complete focus on, week to week and games like that, so it'd help a lot.
For the road games, did you have to travel on the bus, or could you go your own?
We did, at first couple one, I think I maybe did a bus once, but Coach Pape had me help out in the short bus, so we did the short bus pretty much the entire year.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you're only 7 years removed yourself from playing on that football field. So in your first year, coaching, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, do you find the players today any different than they were when you played? In any area of the game?
A little bit, but not really. They're still they're kids, I was there, and looking at it now, it's man, I literally was this kid. This is how I acted too. I know
It's
I did.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's so.
What's
it's
something
so
that you noticed that was different than when you played? Was it attitude or hustle or any of that kind of stuff? Or just fundamentals?
I'd say the attitude's about the same. Can't really think of anything that's really different besides maybe the team being this big as it is.
Oh, numbers wise, yes, 68, I believe we have.
Yeah,
that's incredible for the future.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that we've had freshman games for the first time since 2002 or something like that.
Yes, that's right. When you played, there were no freshman games.
We
right?
had 8, 9 kids on our senior class.
And I think when JJ played, I'm not sure they had freshmen either. Now, what year did JJ graduate?
2016, I believe.
So he's just a couple years older than you.
Actually, I think 2015. I think he was 3 years ahead of me.
And last time I knew he was down south somewhere. Is that still the case?
He just
Georgia, is it?
Georgia.
I thought that's what Amy told me. I wasn't sure though.
He just had his kid too, so pretty
First?
exciting time. Yep, first kid.
Okay.
So he's got his hands full.
Did he name him Nathan?
No. I think it's little Johnny.
So, Nathan, how would you say the kids... Oh, where was I going with this question? I lost my train of thought on it, but never mind. Oh, I forgot where I was going, but maybe I'll think about what I was going to say. So what else is new with you guys outside of football before we get into more football questions? What's new with you? Now, last time I knew you guys were in Cleveland, but your cousin Max told me you guys all came back to the area.
Yeah.
Reason for the switch?
Well, we were up in Cleveland for a while because I had college, and my mom for work, she worked up there at the Cleveland Clinic. So, and that's back when we had no grandkids, like nieces and nephews. And ever since that happened, my mom's really, she loves those grandbabies. So she definitely wanted to move back and be close to them.
Nothing like having the grandbabies.
Mm-hmm. They're a handful for sure. They're a little pain in the butts, but
But cute.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and she loves doing. And how many were there? How many are there?
2.
2. Okay. And their ages?
I don't really know the exact ages. Like, I'm pretty sure it's 3 and 2. I believe.
And your dad's okay with being back here too?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was he the one that wanted to go, or was it your mom that wanted to be closer to her work?
She's
a nurse, right?
Yeah, it was mainly for my mom because it was good for her since we live like right next to the Cleveland Clinic basically. So, and my dad could like work anywhere, and he was good with it.
And what about for yourself? You were okay with it as well?
Well, yeah. Well, I was up in college for a couple years, for like a year.
Baldwin Wallace?
Yeah. And I found out quick that it really just was not for me, And I was in a bad spot in my life where I just didn't really want to work hard at anything. I just didn't really have a purpose. I didn't really find anything exciting to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ended up like kind of quitting and not really giving any effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a few jobs before that where like I wouldn't show up on time. I wouldn't. I would be taking days off constantly, but I'm now at a point in my life where I'm like, okay,
Maturity.
gotta have that work ethic, and yeah. And I think I found something like I really enjoyed this past year in coaching. I think I found something that I really enjoy to do. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of excited, and it's kind of made me excited for the future where I want to go to.
Now, the years that your cousin Max Gleason played, what a football player. He was MVP in one of the years. Did you get a chance to see quite a few of his games, home and or away?
Yeah, I was there at a couple of games. I was there for the playoff game too, and I think they faced a pretty good team there.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the Garrettsville G-Men.
Yeah,
quite an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He is
pretty
great. He's going to Ohio State, and now his sister Hope can't believe she's getting ready to graduate. Yeah. Tennis star.
Yeah, I know. She just joined up just last year, I believe.
Yeah.
His first year.
And she did well. I think she just won an award here at the Fall Sports Awards the other night.
I think she joined because like she was trying to get out of something, and then she ended up really liking it.
Mm-hmm. You and Max talk much football when he was playing, I mean?
A little bit.
Or did you kind of just stay in the background?
Yeah, I don't really like to... I'm more of an introverted person myself. I don't really like to go out and, present myself in a way like that's extroverted like that. But we definitely talked a little bit, and he's a good kid. I like him.
Football for the Conneaut Spartans, your number was 63?
It was at the beginning, and then I changed to like 5, and then I changed to like 24.
Was 63 given to you, or you picked that number?
I think I picked that my sophomore year because I was still lineman.
Anything specific as to why that number? I like to ask athletes that.
I think it was mainly because it wasn't exactly 63, but I know the Steelers had number 53, like the centers. They've had a nice, like a long history of like great centers, and that's what I was. So I just wanted to do something with like a 3, and I kind of like 63, so I went with that.
Are you a fan of Pittsburgh?
Yes, I'm
always
a big
have
fan.
been.
Yep.
Is the rest of the family?
Yeah, my mom's
fans?
a Browns fan.
She is a Browns.
Because she was
when they play each other, you guys have fights on that day?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, Nathan played basketball. I have you at number 64. Is that correct for basketball?
It was actually 24.
24.
It may have been, 24.
Okay, anything significant about that number?
No, I was just kind of like copying the football, I guess. I don't even remember what number I was before 24. I think I was a different number, but I can't really remember.
Now, on the basketball floor, Nathan, from what I could remember, you were that feisty, inside, knock 'em down type guy in the middle. Not known for your scoring, but you could score a few points every now and then. Football, you were 4 years. Basketball, how many years? 2?
4 years.
Oh, you were 4 years there, too. Okay, because I didn't see you on a freshman roster.
Oh, okay.
Did we have a
Weird.
freshman team or something?
I don't think so. It was
Okay.
mainly just JV.
Now, football and basketball, did you also play those sports over at Conneaut Middle School?
Yeah, kind of like I used to play baseball when I was back in like middle school or like COYO days, but then it kind of just merged to basketball and football.
Now that you're a coach, Nathan, best advice you've ever received from any one of your coaches for middle school or high school? You don't even have to say who it was, but best advice from any coach that you've ever had, either football or basketball. Or did you play other sports as well?
Just mainly the football and basketball, yeah.
Do you remember any good words of advice that you can now use?
It's hard to think back because I can barely remember what happened last week.
Yeah, I mean, you're so old.
I know, I feel old.
Try being 71, Nathan,
Yeah, I
and
know.
try to remember back.
It's hard. For sure hard.
Oh, well, not important, but if you think of something, just come up with, let's see what I have. Okay, you went to Baldwin Wallace, and how many years did you spend there before you got frustrated or whatever it was you said?
It was basically just kind of 1 year, and that was kind of it. I kind of realized quickly that just really wasn't for me. I was kind of just going just for a generic, degree that I wasn't really even wanting to do. So
So you didn't play any football over at Baldwin Wallace or basketball?
I did do football and track, but it was mainly just the beginnings of it. I got through like the first like the summer camp workouts and stuff, and then I got a little bit hurt in my knee. It was like a strain or something, so I ended up just kind of like letting that go, and just wasn't really something that I was crazy passionate about at the time.
Did you ever suffer any middle school and or high school injuries in either one of the sports?
Surprisingly, no.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
What would if I asked you to pick one highlight from your football years, what would it be? Any one of the 4 years? I got one that I put down here that I remember that I have. I looked through all my notes.
There's multiple good ones. I really like the Oil City touchdown one.
37-yard touchdown reception. I found that in my notes. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Am I accurate on that? Against Oil City at home. And we came from behind to win the game.
Yep.
And it was late in the game when you scored that, I believe, like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that tied the game. And then didn't we get another one shortly after that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think, we tied the game, and then my 37-yard was to take the lead, and then it was like a minute 30 left to play defense, basically.
I can still remember me calling that. It was just a thrilling night. Nathan Lauer, not the fastest of foot.
No, they ran the ball so much, I was dog tired by the end of that. I looked so slow.
7 yards. I figured that was going to be your highlight. That's amazing.
I think I have to tie it with when we faced, I can't remember the team, but I had like a 30-yard interception. It wasn't
that Titusville?
Titusville. That's what it was. I got an interception and I ran it back for like 30 yards. That one, I really like that one too.
I believe that was at home as well.
Yeah, that was like we came from it was like 27 to like 7. We ended up coming back and winning. So that was a pretty good game.
How about another highlight, Nathan? How about this one? Your 4 years, 4-0 versus Edgewood.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, get some good feisty memories from that.
That's what I wanted to ask you. That back in our day, that was the game. I mean, that was like Ohio State versus Michigan. Slowly, it seems to not be that way anymore. How would you say that game was when you played versus today's team, how they played that game?
Yeah, there was definitely like a lot more.
Because we didn't play well that night.
Yeah,
to say the
we
least.
didn't. I mean, the kids played hard.
Do they look at it as a rival game?
Yeah, they definitely do. There was a lot of factors that kind of went into that game. Like with our defense, like we couldn't really stop them on defense because we don't really have an actual like position at defensive coordinator. We just have kind of Coach Rock doing it. So like he's just, like amazing. Like I don't know how he does what he does. He's keeping this team together all by himself basically.
15 years he just completed.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah,
He
he's
is
calling
the
the
man.
defense and the offense, and he was at the JV games as well. So like he's kind of just doing everything. So I don't know how he does it, but
Yeah.
he does it.
Yeah, and he's had some adversity this year and still manages to do as well as he can. Nathan, also in your 4 years of high school football varsity team, your team never had a losing season. Your worst season was your senior year, and that was 5-5.
Yep.
And then your junior and sophomore years, you were 6-4, and then your freshman year, they were 7-3. So you were 24-16 in high school football. Which one of those years was your best year?
Probably my senior year because like I was fully like into like the skill position, and could like run around and run some pass screens and run some routes and do some good stuff.
Now, usually, like you started as a freshman, and a lot of these other names I'm going to throw at you probably started as freshmen as well. You get better as each year you go. Well, the first 3 years you guys were pretty even, 7-3, 6-4, 6-4. Then you went down to 5-5. Is that based on because maybe the schedule was different, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, and plus they had some good teams like that we faced earlier, like the year before. Those teams got like a lot better. They had some really good star power on their team. I know Mercy Rivers Prep had like 2 guys, or like they recruited even more than what they had the previous year. They had like 4 guys that were like pretty good.
Your junior year, you guys won the conference.
Yeah. That
Your only loss was to Corey that year in the conference. Now, all 4 years, were you in District 10 or no?
No,
I don't think your first year you were.
No, I don't think freshman and sophomore year. I don't think we were.
So just those last 2 years, so you got 1 out of 2
Yeah.
for conference. Now, some of these seniors that played with you on that 5-5 team in 2017-18 school year, Alan Christine, do you ever see or hear from him anymore?
I've seen him a couple times over at Walmart and stuff. I know he's got like a kid, I believe.
So he's living in the area?
Yeah, I think so.
Have to get a hold of him. Is he related to Darren?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Kyle Gall?
I have not talked with him in a long time. It's been since high school, kind of basically.
John West, I hear he's into electricity now, or electrician.
I think he does. I haven't talked to him either.
Tanner Capon?
I've seen him a couple times at the gym. We've talked a little bit.
Last time I knew Tanner was like doing
I think he does similar.
washing homes or...
And he does similar to like my kind of work too, like concrete work as well.
Nathan Pate, well, you just mentioned him. Nathan Eaton?
I haven't seen him in a while. I actually saw him at like the Sheets or whatever after a Friday night game.
Really was a team of Nathans, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Must have drove Rocco nuts when he called you by your last name, apparently. Jacob Dobb?
Yeah, I know he's, I've seen him a couple times. He's actually now related to me through like marriage, I believe, or like kind of like that.
Okay, so he's married.
Yeah.
And you said Christine was married? Or no?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, you're not
but
sure.
He probably
But Jake,
is.
so of all the ones I've mentioned, Jake's the only one that's married?
I believe so, yeah.
What about Joey Rokowski?
I haven't really talked with him yet. I know he used to be like a bigger, heavier set guy. I know he's lost a bit of weight too.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
And Deshaun Taylor?
I have not heard of him since.
Now, did I miss any? Those are the seniors I could find on the roster.
Yeah, that's it.
That year.
That's
I don't know if I
pretty
missed
much it.
any. So you guys went 5-5 that year, and then you won the conference, as I said, in your junior year. 6-4 in your sophomore year, and then 7-3 in your freshman year. So 4 good years under Coach Rocco Dolbert. Matter of fact, I remember he went 6 or 7 consecutive years without a losing record.
Yeah, we want to get back to that for sure.
Speaking of a losing record, let's go to basketball.
Yeah.
In your senior year, though, you guys did win 6 games, 6-17, and then in your junior year, 2-21.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the seniors on that basketball team, not very many, but Spencer Schwartfigure.
Yeah, Spencer. And we got Nathan Square, I know.
And Ethan Parker, was he one?
Yeah, he was one.
I think that was about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Jacob Schreiber, too. But I'm not sure.
Yes, the Dairy Queen guy.
Yeah.
Yes, and then he didn't come back, I don't think, or
For
did he?
his senior year, I don't think he came back. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's hard to remember.
And then, but in that 6-17 season in your senior year, the Mercyhurst Prep game you guys won in an upset at home, 63-62, and you played a big part in it. What did you do?
I hit a couple threes.
You hit a couple threes, yes. I remember that like it was yesterday. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't. It was 7 years ago.
Yeah. Man.
Big win for you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting because we didn't really, hard to come across wins going up against those good basketball teams.
Yeah,
but
and teams before you and teams after you haven't either.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully things are going to change sooner or later, but it's been a long time. Then in your junior year, you played with players like Eric Heinonen.
Yeah, I remember him.
Spencer Schwartzfigure, of course, Adam Leitonen.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him as a super tennis talent.
Oh, yeah. His main thing was tennis.
Now, he was kind of like you on the basketball court, more of a defensive-minded player. Am I correct?
Yeah, he didn't really like to shoot much, even when he was open. I remember Coach yelling at him a lot, like, just shoot it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a quiet guy.
For sure.
Austin Dell, now, he turned into be
pretty
quite a prolific scorer.
Yeah.
He came out of really nowhere.
Yeah, he worked. I saw it coming too. Like he worked, like all the time with Stefan Doro, I believe his name was, and he worked with him over the summer and.
He was tall and lanky.
All the time, yeah, and he worked up to being able to dunk too.
And speaking of tall and lanky, of course, Nathan Square. Is there anybody else any skinnier than him?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Does that guy ever eat? Oh boy. Okay, let's see what else I have for you. That's Kiefer. Let's talk a little bit about back to football now, coaching a little bit here, Nathan. I have 3 words here: physicality. This is on the football field. It could be basketball court as well. Physicality, energy, and focus. How important, now that you've seen it from a coaching eye, you look at players' physicality, energy, and focus. Can you tell by looking at them what kind of a game they're going to have? By just those 3 things.
Yeah.
You have some physical people on that team.
There are definitely some physical players that can be physical. They're fast, they're strong, and they have the physical attributes, like their body's built like they're just like the perfect athlete. And it can be hard for them sometimes to play that fast in the game. Like it just doesn't go through. Like they can't interpret the game that fast, and that's where kind of want to help them out this off season, so they can actually play how they're meant, how they should play, being fast, physical, but also being smart and being able to do the right things in the field.
Exactly, and I'm thinking of one person right now, and there's more than just one, but the one that comes to mind, and I only mention him because usually when you look at physicality, you're thinking somebody that's big and strong and tough. Number 34, Joshua Sable. He is outstanding on the football field. I think you would have to admit that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's outstanding on the football field, and honestly, not on the football field. Yeah.
Like an Aaron Johnson.
He's a really great kid. I really enjoy coaching him day to day. He's a lot of fun.
Kobe Stiltner.
He was always level-headed for the most part. Good leader.
Broke 2 school records this year.
It's pretty good. I know. Yeah, we kind of aired it out a lot this year.
One of them was Troy Calusi, and when you break one of his records, you've done something. Isaiah Bowles. Another year of him coming back.
Yeah,
tough
I'm excited
and gritty,
for that.
huh?
Yeah.
Tough and gritty. And any update on the injured people like Kaya McBride?
I'm not really sure. I know she'll probably be fine by the time football season comes around. So.
How about Kaya McBride? 36-yard field goal.
I know she's a pretty good athlete.
That's incredible.
And I honestly, I didn't even know she was only like a sophomore, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. So
I
she's
think
only
she
gonna
is
get
only
better.
a sophomore, yeah. But Jacob Thompson came in, and it's like we didn't lose anything because
Yeah.
that guy could kick it.
I know, yeah. At the beginning, like he didn't really kick field goals, and he was kind of, not that well, like with his technique kicking. But later on down the year, like he really started to like come along and hit some good field goals there at the end of the year.
He's one of those guys, I think he's a sophomore this year. He's one of those guys that is very talented in 3 of the major sports: football, basketball, baseball. Baseball's his main sport.
Yeah.
What a baseball player he is. Core values. Now, Rocco always had core values like family, faith, education, and then football. Do you have core values? I know you've only coached 1 year.
Well, I would have to say it's about the same as Coach Rock's because I kind of learned that from him, so it's kind of stuck with me the entire time.
And football, he put 4th. Was family, faith, or one of the two, followed by education, and then...
Yeah, because it really is like all about that stuff first. Football is great, it's fun, but in the end, it's a game. You're not gonna, like 90% of the kids are not gonna continue on to play it. They have to learn like how to function as an adult and be a good person and stuff like that.
Take me back to week 1, home game, Cuyahoga Heights. Did you have jitters? Because it was your first time going out on the field for coaching.
Actually, I was not at that first game because I was on vacation.
Well,
that I
whatever
already
your
had
first game
planned.
was, the following week then.
Yeah, the second week was definitely nervous being back. And it's kind of every game was kind of like that, looking out in the crowd and seeing everyone out there. But
Now,
yeah,
did
get a
you
little
have your
jittery.
supporters there for you coaching like you did for your play when you played?
My mom and dad came with the nieces to some of the home games. Yeah.
Exciting times, huh? I still can't believe Nathan Lauer's coaching the Connie. It's good to see when guys come back
Yeah.
and coach. I don't know if you know Cohen Webb.
I don't think so. No.
3-time soccer MVP. He just graduated here this year.
Oh yeah.
His dream is to come back and coach soccer here at Connie High School. I think that those are really great things.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a player?
Mainly like their attitude and willingness to be coached, because I can't coach someone who's not gonna listen to me or,
That was my question that I was trying to remember. How do you feel the kids listen to you being so young, rather than say a veteran coach?
There's a little bit like when I first came on, it was a little bit nervous because like I didn't know these kids. Kids don't know me.
You didn't
so
know
it's a
any
little
of
bit-
them?
Yeah, I really didn't.
Really?
Know a single one of them.
Okay.
So
Well, that's because they would have been when you were in high school. They've been in grade school.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's definitely a little bit like awkward, kind of like inching myself forward like every single day, doing a little bit more, and plus with coach having me in charge of discipline like running and stuff, they definitely didn't like that as much, so I had to deal with that as well.
What about how would you define success for a player on the field? What would they have to do to have success? And it's not necessarily comes in wins and losses either.
The main success is just kind of like just doing your absolute best every single time you're on the field and getting just a little bit better every single time.
That's what I was going to do. See improvement from week to week to
Yeah,
week. Huh?
that's exactly. And that's kind of like what we saw for the most part last season, which is good to see.
Now, as a coaching staff, how do you guys deal with players who struggle with motivation or getting motivated or struggle with their performance? How do you deal with something like that? See, coaching is everything. It's not just
Yeah.
calling plays. I mean, you're almost like a babysitter.
Yeah, it's sometimes for sure. Coach Rock usually does a good job of like, because each player is different, with certain coaching styles, it's not going to work as well with a player, and it might work well with another player. So you kind of just have to find like what works best with, which player and stuff.
Do you see coaching differently now that you're coaching than you did as a player? Do you see it differently?
Yeah, I kind of.
Like when you were a player, did you ever say, what are they talking about? Why are they calling that player? Did you ever do any of that stuff?
I don't think I ever really questioned the play calling or anything like that. It was mainly just like, me, I always was like, these guys are like so smart, they kind of know like everything basically for most of the coaches. And now like that I'm a coach, I'm like, man, it really is, I feel like it's only like that Coach Rock really knows everything and knows basically how to do good at everything.
What role do you think sports play in a young person's development beyond the field?
It definitely, I would say it's a true benefit to be involved in something, like whether it's like band or, sports, or just like an after school, like, club or whatever. It's just good to go out there and have that socialization and stuff, and being, especially in a competitive sport, it teaches you like who you are. Like, it shows you who you are when things get hard, and how are you gonna react when stuff doesn't go your way.
When it came to disciplining, if you saw something or someone that needed to be disciplined, is that something you would bring to Rocco, or did he say that's up to you to handle it?
There's a couple times when it has to go to Rocco with a few bad apples who like say they don't want to run or something, like they freak out like that, and then that goes to Rocco. But for the most part, everyone kind of, there was a bit at the beginning where there's certain kids that did not want to do any type of like discipline, think that they can do whatever they want, but that kind of got buttoned down as the year went on.
How do you make every player feel that they're valued on the team, even those who don't maybe perhaps get the playing time that others do?
Yeah.
How can you make them feel valued?
It's definitely hard because in the end, we're in a win business. We want to win football games and we want to go to the playoffs. It's mainly just like having a relationship with a kid and like talking to them and listening to them and basically like that.
The Lakeside Dragon game, probably the best game of the year for both those teams, really.
Yeah.
It looked like we were going to lose there at the end, but we got that fumble. I think it was Sigley that got the fumble. Not positive. Do you remember?
Yeah, I believe it was.
It was Sigley. And to be able to come back, that big pass to Gouge, said a lot about your team, I think.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I do, because like no matter...
Because they could have been defeated.
Yeah.
All Lakeside had to do was get one first down and the game was over.
Yeah.
But the defense, even though they gave up a lot of points, they played well when they had to play. They made the big play at the right time.
Yep.
And that fumble was one of them.
They're not quitters. They don't like to give up. They're going to keep playing no matter what, which is really nice to have in the future. But we got to find ways to kind of like beat teams that aren't on our level soundly without, being in a close game like that. Because there's definitely a couple of those teams where we should have beat them by more than, by
What
like
the
a couple
final score
points.
said, yeah. Did it seem like to you also, Nathan, that in some of the games, not all of them, but more than half, I would say, we would get off to the slow start, and then the second half, things would roll better? How do we get off to quicker starts? Because I always believe, not that you're going to win if you score first, but it just gives you the confidence.
Yeah, it really does. It mainly starts in the off season, which is I'm excited to be a part of. Like, I got so many things I want to do with these kids to get them prepared and ready this off season.
And you're going to be much better yourself.
Yeah,
you're going to be more relaxed. You're going to have a good team coming back.
Yeah.
I know we're losing Kobe, but I think Wyant's just as good as a quarterback.
Yeah, that was kind of like the only question like I had last year. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, we're pretty stacked. Like the only question is if Dobrin can come in and play
I think
QB.
he got a few moments of varsity.
Mm-hmm.
What I seen, I think he can. And of course, you got Bowles coming back, and
Yeah.
let's not forget about somebody we never hear too much about, but he did one well of a job. DeAndre Weatherspoon.
Yeah, we said yeah. There's
He's another tough kid.
We got so many skill on this team that we
A
should
lot of
definitely.
good-looking freshmen.
Yeah, a lot of good looking freshmen. I'm excited for the future class coming in too. Like
Yes, yes, and that middle school's producing a lot of numbers, not just
Yeah.
in football, but in basketball as well. So I'm anxious for the basketball season.
yeah, basketball should be
Yeah.
kind of exciting this year.
Should be, although they're going to start with some adversity as well, from what I hear. Let's see here. So as the season went on, you saw improvement in all areas of the game, or just in certain areas.
Yeah, for the most part, we could have did better on. I know we turned the ball over a lot. There's issues with that. Definitely want to improve that.
And penalties,
Yeah, penalties.
especially those false start penalties.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got burned a few times on those where we stop the team and then
Yeah, and stuff and penalties like with tackling as well, like getting the face mask and horse collar stuff like that. Definitely annoying. So we gotta clean that stuff up in the off season. It kind of all just starts in the off season, like teaching proper form, technique. So by the time the season hits, we can be in that good form, but also be fast and powerful and do what we want to do.
footballs, of course, has always been a 10-game season. Is that about right? Or would you like less or more?
I'd say 10 is good.
Goes by quickly, those 10
Yeah.
Fridays. Did it go by quickly when you played? Probably not.
Yeah, I think
You get tired of getting beat up every night.
yeah, it definitely it kind of goes by slow when you're playing, I guess. Because I did feel. I remember one year I felt like so dragged down by the end of the season with all the football, and my body was taking a toll.
Can a football player or a coach overthink out there on game night?
We for sure can. I know Coach Rock talked to me, or after the Edgewood game, like I know we did some stuff that we normally don't do, and he said that should have just stuck with some of our just like our regular stuff, and it would have worked fine. So there's definitely instances where we do overthink it.
Do you have to think 2-3 plays down the road, or are you just concentrating on the current play?
I know probably offensive coordinator like Coach Rock would, but me, I'm kind of just like in the moment, or just like analyzing like the plays that we've done and seeing what mistakes that our linemen are making and see if we can make it any better.
How strongly do you feel about this statement I'm going to make? Your character is more important than how good you are.
I pretty strongly agree with that. Yeah.
Communication is crucial to succeed in that game.
It definitely is. I strongly agree with that as well.
Communication, though, that's
It can be
anything we
hard.
do in life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crucial. If we can't communicate, we're not getting anywhere, are we?
I know, yeah, that's why, honestly, you see a lot of violence in the world today because people just stop
Exactly.
talking and communicating.
You should be playing on Friday night how you practice.
True.
You
Yeah.
agree with that? Celebrate the wins, learn from the losses.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm hearing some famous coaches, I'm drawing a blank on who said it, but we don't look at wins and losses. We now look at wins and learn. Win and learn. A loss has been changed to learn.
Yeah.
There's so much you can learn from a loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you agree with that?
Yep.
Being disciplined pays off.
Yep. Tenfold.
Believe in yourself. How much is that?
That's a lot because if you don't have confidence to go out there and you don't really know what you're doing, say you're not really watching tape, you can't really react how you would want to react on a certain play, but having that confidence by like watching tape and doing stuff during the off season and getting better, you have that certain confidence in the game. Like, oh, I've seen this before. I know what they're gonna do, so I can just kind of like go make a play.
And the last one in this segment here, it got a lot of talented players today. It takes no talent though to hustle.
That's true.
And nothing bothers a coach or any fan or anybody watching somebody that's not hustling.
Yeah, it really
That's when
does.
you want it. That's when they need to be pulled out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take any talent.
Nope.
All right, speaking of talent, we talked about that. Attitude, both of those are needed. Communication is needed. What about respect for the game? Do we need our players to respect the game?
Respect it how exactly? Like,
Play it the right way.
yeah.
I mean, we had a couple little skirmishes this year.
Yeah, kind of like how you, kind of like respecting yourself too. Like,
Yeah.
don't stoop.
I mean,
to
trash
that
talking is
low.
going to happen. I think trash talking myself is healthy.
Yeah.
Done in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every sports team will tell you that, in football at
Yeah.
least, in other sports too. I mean, that's healthy, but still you got to respect the game. What do you think?
Yeah, that's definitely important. Cause I personally, if I'm like really good friends with someone, I'll definitely like trash talk. But like,
Try to
if
get
it's
in their
just-
head, right?
Yeah, if it's a random person, I don't really ever talk like that. I've never done it before. I'm kind of just, even if someone says stuff to me, I'm more of just like a shut up and do my job kind of person.
When you played, Nathan, did you? Well, of course, you didn't play these county teams, did you? Just a few of them.
Yeah.
When you did you know players from those other county schools?
I wasn't really that social beyond our school, so I didn't really know really that many kids from other schools. I know today,
They know everybody.
yeah, like
It's
everybody
amazing
knows
to me when I talk to these kids how
everybody.
they know everybody in the school. We talked about trash talking. Okay, how about desire? How important is it for a player to have desire?
It's got to be up there, because if you don't have the desire to win, to be better, to get better, then it's not going to go well for you.
And my favorite one, the fight and will to win. You got to be able to want to win at that level. I know in the Pee Wee leagues it's not about winning. High school, it is about winning.
And that, it definitely, some games can just come down to that, like your fight and will. Like, say, like you're hurt, but that fight and desire to win, go back out there and make a play to give that extra effort can change the game.
4 no-nos now. You can't play football with these. Tell me if I'm right. Finger pointing is never a good thing.
Yeah, we had a kind of big issue with that on our freshman team. For our senior guy or our varsity guys, it's not really that big of a problem, but freshmen, it was definitely a huge issue.
Got to correct that. That's
Yeah.
never a good thing.
And it was hard for them because, they had that great, middle school season where
Yeah.
they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And coming in to freshman games where they're, losing by 40 or something, you guys got to just relax and chill out, because
So
we don't even have, freshman practices where they only line up and, run their own plays. We only had, JV. So that was their first game, was their first time lining up together and actually playing. So we had to get that through their heads, you guys are fine. This is just good for development. Continue on.
So you agree with me? That's a no-no. No finger pointing. What about no discipline? That's a no-no, right?
Yeah.
You got to have discipline.
Gotta have discipline.
How about physically unfit? I
It's
put
not-
it down, but I'm kind of, now that I look at it, physically unfit.
You gotta be in shape by the time season hits, or else you won't, the more physically fit you are, the more you can play, basically. So it's kind of in the middle. You want to be, but it's not as important as the other ones, I would say. Because there's a couple kids that, we got to get going in the off season, make sure they're ready for the season to come.
And my big one on that no list is arguing the fact, why don't I get to play? There is a reason probably why. You have to earn the right to play. Am I correct on that, or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's correct. There's definitely a few of those where, that asked that question throughout the season, and we had to explain, there's other kids that have been here for longer, show up every single day to practices. We're going to play those kids first before, anyone else, for the most part.
Now, we all want talented players. There's no question about that. You win a lot of games with talented players, but you can also win games with not so much talented players. And I'm going to give you some things here, Nathan, that it says it requires zero talent. One of them being on time.
Yep.
Being honest.
Yep.
Having a positive attitude.
That's a good one.
Being committed. Being passionate. Having a good body language. What do they mean by that?
Kind of basically how you present yourself as through practice or through game. If something doesn't go your way, how you going to react and stuff like that. Or if you're feeling a little bit tired, you're kind of just walking and
you can see that in somebody,
yeah.
right? I know I can up in the press box. I'm sure you guys can see it down there too. Believing in yourself, of course. Being coachable.
Yeah,
you always hear that a lot too. That's
a big one. That kind of goes along with desire. You got a desire to be coachable, to get better. Some of the stuff that you hear from a coach isn't gonna be all happy and smile. It's more like Tough Love Tuesday, where we gotta tell you how how it's gotta be.
Yeah, being prepared.
That's
what do they mean by that, Nathan?
We gotta come out every week before a game.
Instead of getting off the slow starts, we got to get ready to roll from as soon as the first whistle blows, right? And lastly on this one here is having a strong work ethic.
Yeah,
it doesn't take talent, does it, to have a strong work ethic?
That's how some of the kids can change change who they are in a year. If you go and work hard, that's how I kind of changed myself in a year. I went from not wanting to do anything, not wanting to work out, eat healthy, and I changed that in a year and lost a bunch of weight and changed completely who I was in about a year.
What did your parents think about it?
They're for sure a lot happier.
Well, you got an A+ on this interview, Nathan, but got 2 more questions to go, nice. So don't ruin it now.
Okay.
How do you deal with conflict?
Oh. Fighting between players, stuff like that, or...
Well, I was thinking more if they say, I can't come to practice because I got to go do this or something like that. Conflicting activity, I guess I should say.
There was a couple of that where it can really, make a coach mad. For stuff that, there were some that were late to practice just for, a haircut or something like that. That really can't happen.
We understand there's emergency situations. Yeah. That we understand, but yeah.
As a coach, you got to be understanding for some stuff. But, if you're going to, not show up or do something else instead that really isn't that important, then that kind of shows us, what you think of the football and the team. And
my last question deals with, how do you deal with a setback, you personally?
I know I definitely dealt with a bunch of setbacks, doing a diet, especially because there's just a day comes where you're I'm so hungry, I gotta eat something, a fast food or pizza.
Well, were you a sweet eater?
Yeah, huge, chocolate, stuff like that. So there's definitely moments where I caved and broke. But after that, it's mainly just about okay, it happened. It's time to just go to work again. You gotta have a mind of a goldfish.
Plus, you're young enough to be able to knock all that weight off too.
Yeah.
When you get to be 71. It's a little more difficult, right, Bob? Nathan, I'm so proud of you. I was always proud of you. You know that. I think you know that. And I'm really looking forward to you continue coaching Conneaut Spartans, and who knows, maybe someday Rocco will decide to hang it up,
Yeah.
and maybe you can get that head job, because if you're learning under him, you're learning the game completely.
Yeah, he knows a lot for sure. We gotta meet for sure because there's still stuff that I gotta learn about the defense this year to really so I can be capable of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So excited to learn some more stuff from him.
Now I have to ask you this: are you going to be here Sunday night for the Downtown Coaches Club
Yeah, I should be.
banquet? Do you have to give a speech?
I do have to talk about.
I thought so. Is that going to make you
players.
nervous? It
For
makes
sure.
me nervous when I get
This
up
is
there.
fine. Like I don't really
Yeah.
care about this, but people out there,
I know, but you know what?
yeah.
They don't know. 90% of them aren't even listening.
Mhm.
Take it from me. I know. I know because I got to speak at the end too. When you look at all the people out there, I just look at a camera. I don't even try to look at the people. But
It's-
Nathan,
should be-
very proud of you. Glad you're back. How long have you guys been back, by the way?
For like 3 years now, I believe.
Oh, that long.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Okay. Well, good. And I guess we'll see you Sunday night.
Oh yeah, should be
Yeah.
a fun evening.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Now you've been to that before, though, right? When you were a player,
Yeah, when I was,
obviously.
yeah.
So you know what it's
They had
like.
those. That was back when it was at like the
Human
Legion.
Resources Center. Is
I
that
think
where it was?
I think it was the Legion or.
Oh, Legion. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. American Legion. Yeah, this is the place to have them.
Yeah, now there's big amount of kids. So.
Oh yeah, this is the place to have them.
Mhm.
Thanks, Nathan.
No problem.
Nathan Lauer, one of the assistant coaches of Conneaut Spartan football team, also a graduate of Conneaut back in 2018 today on Inside the Spartans.